Thank you so much, Tita Minda. Good evening to everyone. Magandang gabi po sa ating lahat. I'm really happy to be here with you. Maybe first of all, Tito Al, thank you so much for your kind words this evening. But, I just wanted to say that obviously I'm very happy to be with you all tonight, to celebrate with you, to celebrate your awardees tonight, this evening, as well as all of the awardees over the past few years that this gawad ng pagkilala has been in effect. But I don't really see this as me honoring you, but I've always believed in my nearly 30 years in the Philippine Foreign Service that it's really you who honor, well, not me, not the Philippine Foreign Service, but really the country, the people, for all of the work that you do in your communities here, in your workplaces here, in your friendships here. And just in my small conversations tonight, particularly with those Canadians who are with us tonight, I think it's very evident that the community here in Montreal really is a vibrant, robust community that is of demonstrated leadership, exceptionalism, as I guess embodied by those who will be awarded tonight. And it's not me honoring you, it's really you honoring yourselves, honoring the Filipino people, honoring the heritage for which the Filipino Heritage Society really stands for. So again, maraming salamat po. I'm happy to be here with you all tonight, and I look forward to speaking with more of you as the evening progresses. First of all, it is a pleasure to join you for the first time. I'm less than a year here in Canada as we celebrate the 8th anniversary of the Filipino Heritage Society of Montreal and this year's Gawad ng Pagkilala. I am also pleased to be back in Montreal. Exactly 2 weeks ago, I actually met quite a few of you then. The embassy conducted its first consular outreach here for the year, and we held our monthly town hall meeting here in Montreal, I guess just down the road at the Ramada Hotel. So I thank all of those who attended and who engaged with us during that town hall meeting. Mga kababayan, friends, this evening as we celebrate the accomplishments of our kababayans here in Montreal, peers among yourselves, allow me to offer 3 brief reflections on a value that is deeply Filipino, which I think should be the driver of our actions towards the Filipino community and Canadian society in general, and that is the value of malasakit. I don't know how to explain it to our Canadian friends. I guess the semi-literal translation of malasakit as a value of the Filipino is perhaps this ability to care, this ability to be empathic, to be compassionate, which I hope is something that you take away from your interaction, from your friendships with Filipinos in this city. So first of all, malasakit para sa kapwa here in Montreal. Many of our kababayan in Canada know what it means to build a life far from home. You have had to adjust to a new environment, work hard for opportunities, and overcome many challenges while preserving your identity as Filipinos. In those moments, community matters. This is why the work of organizations such as the Filipino Heritage Society of Montreal and your respective organizations is very important. And this is why tonight's awardees deserve recognition. Through community service, through volunteer work, through mentorship, through cultural initiatives, and quiet acts of support, of compassion, of malasakit, of solidarity with others, you help make sure that no Filipino feels alone. You create spaces of belonging. You strengthen the bonds among all our kababayan, and in doing so, you bring the warmth of the Philippines to Montreal, to Quebec, to Canada. In this sense, the diaspora is the embassy's natural partner in promoting the welfare of Filipinos. I always admit that you are the better ambassadors. The embassy can provide assistance and services, but it is often the community that first sees the need, that first reaches out, that first responds. That to me is malasakit para sa kapwa. Second, malasakit should lead to excellence. Malasakit is not only about caring, it is also about doing one's work well, because excellence is itself a form of service. So tonight, we honor awardees who have distinguished themselves in different fields and various endeavors, and through their dedication, their professionalism, their talent, and most importantly, their integrity, they show what Filipinos are capable of achieving. Their success does not stop with them. It reflects on the wider Filipino community. It opens doors, it builds respect, it helps others see Filipinos as capable, trustworthy, creative, and hardworking. That is why excellence matters. When our awardees do well in their professions, in leadership, in the arts, in public service, in business, or in community work, they elevate not only themselves, but also all of you, all Filipinos, here in Quebec, here in Canada. Their excellence becomes a form of malasakit because it uplifts the standing of Filipinos in the communities where they live and where they work. And finally, malasakit para sa bayang Pilipinas. Our concern should not end with ourselves or even with our immediate community abroad. Malasakit must also extend to our motherland. The work of tonight's honorees reminds us that love of country can be expressed in concrete ways by preserving Filipino heritage, by upholding Filipino values, by supporting fellow kababayan, and by representing our people with honor. They remain connected to the Philippines even while overseas. Their example tells us that distance does not diminish our civic duty and that one can continue serving the nation from wherever one may be. One need not be in public office to serve or do something grand to help the country. One very concrete and simple way of serving and helping the country is, for example, through voting, and voting wisely. To vote is to participate in the life of the nation. And so I hope for those who have registered to be overseas voters that you will come out and vote, and for those who have not registered yet, that you will come and register. To vote is to affirm that the future of the Philippines matters to you. And for Filipinos overseas, voting is one of the clearest ways of turning concern for the country into action. Even from abroad, we have a voice. Even from abroad, we have a responsibility. Even from abroad, we can show malasakit para sa ating bayang Pilipinas by helping shape its future. So tonight, as we honor this year's awardees and celebrate the continuing work of the Filipino Heritage Society of Montreal, may we be reminded that malasakit begins with care for one another, it grows through excellence in what we do, and it eventually finds fuller meaning in service to our country. Friends, let me end by just briefly addressing the importance of cultural heritage, of our traditions, and of the work that FHSM does. For those of you who've probably heard me in the past, there is this one Jesuit historian that I like quoting, Father Horacio de la Costa, the first Filipino provincial of the Society of Jesus in the Philippines. And he wrote in one of his writings that God's two greatest gifts to Filipinos are our music and our faith. I don't need to explain the issue of faith, but music. But in terms of music as a gift, in what Father De La Costa has written, I would like to suggest tonight that perhaps what he was referring to wasn't just music in particular as a genre of art, but really music as a representative of our heritage and of our traditions, of our culture in general. So it includes the dances, from the tinikling to the singkil to the hip-hop dances that our young kids dance nowadays. It includes the literature the literature that we read from national artists in the 20th and the 21st century, but also literature that is representative of the ambahans of Mindoro, for example. I think it is important because these are the same cultural traditions, heritage that Filipinos who live and work overseas bring, for example, to the children that they care for in some small apartment in Hong Kong, to the Filipinos who bring these cultural traditions and heritage to the deserts of Saudi Arabia, of the United Arab Emirates, or even to the cities, old and new, of Europe. And even here in Canada, in the prairies, in the Maritimes, here in Montreal, here in Quebec. I think in this time and this age, it is, with all of the distractions that we have, it is very important that we continue to embrace and to preserve and to make sure that we do not cut our ties to the country and to our culture, to our history, and to our tradition. The preservation and conservation of history, heritage, and tradition is very important. And nowhere, I think, is this need for preservation and conservation more acute than in our diaspora overseas. Maybe not so much for many of you here tonight who've been here 36, 40, 50 years, but really more for your children, for your children's children. I deeply believe in the vitality, the necessity, and the importance of maintaining those links to our history, to our culture, and to our tradition. And it is in that belief that I, for one, think that the work that FHSM does is very important. And so I laud you, I pledge to you the support and the cooperation of the embassy and of all the consulates here in Canada towards the work of preserving and conserving and making sure that we don't lose those links to our culture, to our history, and to our tradition. But if there is one thing that does concern me, it is the observation that I have taken away in my first 8 months here in Canada. And that is really the challenge, the problem, the concern, the importance of sustainability, of succession. Tito Al and to all of your directors, please just make one promise tonight, that before you exit the stage of leadership, that we ensure that our young will come to embrace the important work of the Filipino Heritage Society of Montreal and all of the other organizations in this city, in this province, in this country, to make sure that even 20, 30, 40, 50 years from now, Filipino culture, Filipino heritage, Filipino traditions will continue to live in Canada, in the diaspora that have decided to make Canada their second home. And so to the Filipino Heritage Society of Montreal, congratulations again on your 8th anniversary. Thank you for your continued service to the community. To this year's awardees, please accept my warmest congratulations. Your example reminds us that to care, to strive, and to serve are among the best ways of honoring both our community and our country. And to our friends from Canada, led here or represented here by MLA Sona Olivier, the judges who have joined us, Dr. Davila, Jeff, and Dr. McManus, sorry about that. Thank you so much, and everyone else. Thank you so much for all of the support and help you provide to the community. Mabuhay ang FHSM, mabuhay ang ating mga awardees, mabuhay po tayong lahat, mabuhay ang bagong Pilipinas.